All right, in week 5, we're going to be continuing our discussion of some critical object-oriented programming concepts. There are a few central concepts to object-oriented programming, and if you open up any book on object-oriented programming, you're probably going to see these 4 things listed, whether you're reading a book about C++ or Java or Python. Encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. So far, we've covered encapsulation and abstraction. And this week, we're going to tackle the next two, inheritance and polymorphism. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to define what class inheritance is and its purpose. We'll look at 2 different styles of inheritance, public and private inheritance. We'll start with public because it's a little more common and get to private toward the end of the week. We'll identify the syntax for class inheritance and use it in a program. We'll define the ISA and HASA relationships of inheritance. We'll explain the meaning of polymorphism in C++ and its connection to virtual functions. We'll define a kind of inheritance called an abstract base class and why we use them. One important element syntactically in the language is something called a virtual function. And we'll explain what a virtual function is. We'll look at its syntax and we'll explain how they help achieve polymorphism. And we'll also look at a special case of virtual functions called pure virtual functions, what their syntax is and usage and their connection to abstract base classes. And after we cover these topics, you'll have a pretty good handle on what inheritance is and what polymorphism is in the context of C++.